The Science 6 class at Boston Trinity Academy has spent the school year studying life science along with weather and climate as part of our science curriculum. Before we finish the 2019-20 school year, we'd like to share with you a little summary of the current state of climate and pollution in our country.
Human civilization is a marvel of technology and innovation. It still has fundamental problems. Along with the talk of poverty, equality, and opportunity, it's a global conversation on climate change and environmental sustainability.
Scientists study the history of Earth's climate through analysis of many rock and ice samples. Although they're always collecting new data, they do believe they have a good idea of patterns over time and the consequences that past climate changes have had on the biosphere. Here you go.
The Earth's average global temperature has increased by 2 degrees over the last 100 years.
Some of the Earth's warmest years on record have occurred since I started school.
Thank you. The increase of global average temperatures correlates well with the Industrial Revolution and use of fossil fuels. All right, here you go, Pauline.
In 2017, the burning of fossil fuels contributed 93% of the total carbon dioxide emissions, or 5.1 billion tons of carbon dioxide.
About half of the United States' carbon dioxide production comes from using petroleum, with the largest percentage used for transportation.
Organic substances all produce carbon dioxide when burned, even those labeled as clean, such as methane and ethanol.
While ethanol and biofuels have been pushed as alternatives to petroleum, they present their own problems, such as needing energy to produce, driving the use of synthetic fertilizers, and deforestation to increase production.
Many alternative energy sources come with their own problems. For example, wind farms require raw materials and can have negative impact on habitats and wildlife.
Many different factors can account for global changes in temperature, including changes in the sun's energy output and increases in cosmic rays. However, current evidence suggests that none of these factors can account for current warming.
Natural sources can produce increased carbon emissions, such as volcanic eruptions. However, this is little evidence that natural sources are causing the current rapid rate of carbon dioxide increases.
Yay!
The average person in the United States throws away 234 pounds of plastic each year, most of which is not or cannot be recycled.
Although the direct effect on humans is not well understood, plastics in the ocean have been shown to have negative effects on marine life and tend to collect in large regions called garbage patches.
Okay. Once, in the oceans, plastics are almost impossible to remove due to their ability to mix throughout the entire expanse of the oceans.
In the end, our goal should be to seek out the most environmentally friendly energy sources possible while maintaining a lifestyle that respects both the needs of marginalized population and the global ecosystem.
Many predictions have been made about the effects of continued long-term warming and disposal of waste. Like all predictions, they are best guesses and can change as new data is collected.
Predictions about long-term climate change and waste disposal range from the catastrophic to the more subtle. In all cases, however, there will be at least some negative impact on world economies and culture.
Both the consequences of environmental damage and the changes needed to try and prevent it will cost money, putting pressure on economically and socially disadvantaged populations.
Thanks, Steve. Alright, the concept of environmental justice requires the marginalized population must be accounted for when developing environmental policy. Layla?
We've only scratched the surface of the world's environmental challenges. We also need to think about pollution, availability of clean drinking water, habitat protection, and sustainable farming and building practices.
Although opinions differ on the state of the problem and the necessary courses of action, the fact remains that we only have one Earth, and we must figure out a way to live together in harmony with the natural environment.
Yeah, okay. How about if we do this?
Protecting the environment is important to me because I can't imagine a world without wildlife.
Environmental protection means a lot to me because if we don't protect the environment, terrible things could happen.
Protecting the environment is important to me because the environment's our home and we have to protect our homes.